to our congressional delegation and all the elected officials who were just introduced, to Gary Stockbridge and the members of the DSCC Board of Directors. How about those Eagles? I am one happy man tonight. I was tempted to start my remarks with the Eagles fight song, Fly, Eagles, Fly, and my staff cut that off at the pass. I only did it for half the year last year after they won the Super Bowl. I asked the bartender out as I came in for a double doink. He looked at me with a scowl on his face. I said, "What's the matter with you?" He said, "I'm a Cowboys fan." Like many of you, I have on my mind tonight the national championship football game, which starts at 8 o'clock. I noticed that this agenda goes to 8:30. It should be a really exciting game. It makes me feel like I'm back playing college football again this time of year and this event. For us, the coaches and players, the season starts during the summer, during the dog days of August, when you have those awful two-a-day practices. And when you get to the point where you're the lead up to the opening day, as we are tonight here, the chamber dinner for me has always been kind of the opening day for the legislative season. You're really excited. And today, this year, when you think about our legislature, we have a lot of new members, and they were on the board. And for the new members, those of you who were elected for the first time, could you stand up and be recognized tonight? From members of the House and the Senate, it's about 20 or 25% new members on each side of the aisle. It's going to be an interesting season there in Dover, I think. Seriously, though, for me, the chamber dinner always marks the start of our legislative season. And I'm glad to be here with all of you, the leaders of our business community, to kick it off tonight. And as I stand here before you tonight, there's a lot of good news to report. With your help, we've done a lot over the last 2 years to strengthen Delaware's economy, and it's really starting to pay off. Unemployment is at 3.8% for the first time since the recession in 2008. The state budget surplus has grown to nearly $200 million compared to a deficit almost twice that just 2 years ago. As you know, and as Mike pointed out, we converted much of our state economic development functions into a public-private partnership, the Delaware Prosperity Partnership. The Chamber had a lot to do with that idea and getting it kicked off. Kurt Foreman has done an excellent job getting the organization up and running, and Rod Ward from CSC, I don't know if Rod is here tonight, and I chair the board with 19 other business leaders and elected officials from every part of our state. Already, DPP has gotten 8 successful deals through that will generate 1,900 jobs in our state. And we've got 30 more potential deals in the pipeline. As Mike said, a few months ago, the Chamber organized an economic summit in Dover where we met with site selectors from around the Mid-Atlantic region. They told us that 40% of their location decisions is about the availability of a quality workforce. That's why schools and higher education institutions are so important in today's economy, and you'll hear more about that in my budget later this month. They also said that businesses are looking for all approvals for a given site to be completed within 6 months to a year from the decision to the ribbon cutting. So DelDOT has worked to streamline its review process, and I've asked NREC to do the same way. We're working hard to make sure that Delaware has land use processes and sites that can meet that 6-month to a year requirement. With your help, we passed the Coastal Zone Act amendments, which opened up 14 abandoned industrial sites to create good-paying blue-collar jobs in our state. The DPP is marketing those coastal zone sites to developers already, and DNREC will complete the new regulations by October. And in case you haven't heard, we've partnered with the Longshoremen and Gulf Tainer to expand the Port of Wilmington and to build a new port in Edgemoor with the promise of creating thousands of new jobs. We are also working hard to take advantage of opportunity zones, areas that were created as part of the federal tax reform legislation last year. There are exciting possibilities for tax advantage redevelopment in 25 key locations in cities and towns across Delaware, including here in the city of Wilmington. At the same time, we are building a strong innovation-based economy. Delaware was recently ranked as one of the best places in the nation for startup science and tech businesses. That's why we passed the Angel Investor Tax Credit and why we're investing in innovation hubs like the Star Campus at UD, the Mill in the Nemours Building, and the Delaware Innovation Space out at the Experimental Station. Finally, and I know you introduced the mayor and his team, we are working with Mayor Purzycki to strengthen our central business district in downtown Wilmington and here on the riverfront. As I say to whoever listens, and not everybody does, our state can't be successful if the city of Wilmington is not successful. We're making and with the mayor's leadership and his team, we're making the city a cleaner and safer place where businesses want to locate and grow and where people want to live. I want to thank tonight's speaker, Mark, and Comores in particular for their loyalty and dedication to the city. We need good corporate citizens like you to help us make Wilmington, our great state, a place to live and work. Thank you, Mark, and your company for doing that. We know that a strong economy brings a fair share of challenges as well. The budget surplus that I mentioned we expect this year will create a different set of challenges than the deficit of 2 years ago. We will have to be even more disciplined to make the right decisions so we're prepared for when the economy turns the other way again. My budget will reflect those concerns, and I hope I'll have your support in striking the right balance in those decisions. All of you here, businesses that create jobs, are the key to making our economy and our state strong. It's my job as your governor to work with you, all of you in this room, and our friends in the legislature to make sure we have an environment where businesses can thrive and provide good jobs for Delawareans. We all have a stake in your success, and we'll all benefit from making Delaware a more competitive state in the new economy. Thank you for all that you do to make Delaware strong. Good luck in the new year, and let's go Eagles.